Hey everybody, it's Carrie at Reseller Revenue. So we are going to do another week of what sold. This week I didn't have a lot of high dollar items. They're going to be more just ordinary bread and butter type items. But you know what? That's what pays my bills. The big hits are amazing. I love them. Sometimes they don't happen. So we have to be able to turn over enough items in our store to make our money with regular day-to-day stuff that we find all the time. And I'm just fine selling that stuff every day. No big deal. So we're going to see some of that stuff today. And also don't forget to check out Reseller Revenue Facebook group at Patreon, Reseller Revenue. We are a smaller, more tight-knit type group, but we are so grateful for the new people that come in and they have so much to share with us and contribute. We have sellers that are just getting started. We have veteran sellers. We have people that do, a couple $100 a week or not even that. And we have big sellers. So check that out and join us. Let me share my screen so we can get started. So this I do from Thursday to Wednesday. And I do that because in our group, we share our numbers on Thursday. So I do my bookkeeping through the Wednesday. So this will be February 6th through the 12th. You can see that I did $4,896.91 gross. I'm very consistent with eBay, and eBay's pretty consistent with me. Between $4,600 and $5,000 a week is pretty much what I vary. Here's the selling costs, and here's my net sales would be $2,920. I try to make sure I'm at the $2,200 mark net a week. That's what I'm shooting for. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but that's what I like to average out at. I sold 176 items to get this amount. ASP is 2782, but I don't really look at that so much because it's kind of one of those variable numbers that doesn't really mean as much as it seems like it does. The total buyers was 100, so I had 90 one-time buyers and I had 10 repeat buyers. Anytime I can have repeat buyers, I love it. I want to continuously get that number up. So I have quite a few followers in my store and I try to utilize that, and I always want to hope for repeat customers. So let's share my very first one. Like I said, nothing super excited. Here's a KJL signed starfish, and I'm going to try to make sure I show the back for you guys. And really, that should have been my first picture. Even though it has my hand in it, it's a lot more fill up the screen in your face than the first one. So I see that now. I edit my first two to try to make sure I brighten them up and make them look as best as I can. And then the rest I don't. And that's just because I have to have a good enough, right? I can't have everything perfect. So there's the KJL on the corner of the starfish. It sold for $159.99. I believe I paid $3 for that fish. Here is a QVC affinity ring, and it's a set. I bought this in a lot of QVC jewelry. You're going to see a lot of this. I think I've already showed you some of it. And it figured out to almost $10 per item, but some of them are going to sell for really good money. Some of them are going to sell for this. This was listed all of a couple hours, and I took an offer on it. I think I took an offer of 60, and it does not bother me. I have $10 into it. If I can flip it in a few hours, and it didn't sell promoted. So non-promoted in a couple hours, I'll take it. Doesn't bother me at all. If I waited, could I have got the 99? Maybe, maybe not. I'll flip it in a couple hours and move on down with the money. Here's something that all of us probably have around. It was a big junk box. It was literally full of my junk. Nothing exciting in there, really. There are some non-broken items in there. I just put it in as I am, going through stuff. And I did this in a medium flat rate box, and it sold. I listed it on February 2nd, so it sold within the first week. And plus shipping. I don't ever pay shipping on this. So this little guy, I had up starting in December. I really thought it was going to go quicker for full price. I did take an offer. I think it was like 65 on this. I'm not sure why it doesn't show that. I really liked it. It's very cool. Hopefully the new owner likes it. Bug jewelry sells well. I got this in a lot box. It's got the watch chain on it. Got the little watch fob chain. If I had to guess, he's probably gold filled. I didn't test though, so I didn't say that because I don't really know. I just thought that was a really neat piece. This is a, oldie but a goodie, the Monet Cordelia set. This one was in really nice shape. I will say, watch out for fakes on these. I got a whole bunch of these in a lot one time, and just because of the amount of jewelry I, um, handled, I could tell that it wasn't right. The construction wasn't quite right, the quality wasn't right, the weight, the heaviness wasn't there. And so I actually contacted the seller and said, "I don't think these are right." And she's like, "Well, I ordered them off Alibaba," which, probably isn't the actual Monet company. It bothers me a little bit that these are churning them out. Well, a lot actually. But this set, it was right. I got it in an old estate lot. It was really clean, really nice. I put it up for $80 and it sold, well, let's see, it was 2.8 is when I listed it, so it sold pretty much right away. As you can tell, I don't mind taking offers. I don't mind getting things turned over quick. Most of the items you guys see in my top 10 or top 11, they turn over within the first week. And that means they were good items. Good items, good price. That's the name of the game. This is an old pot metal brooch, flowers, got it in a lot. Probably have a couple bucks into it. It sold the same day for 50 bucks. It wasn't signed. It was just a nice piece. Had lots of nice color to it. It was really well made. This Germany set is one that I really thought would sell faster. I listed it October 7th, and it's that. I like things to sell completely all the way through within 6 months, preferably 90 days. So it was hitting on that 90 days. So October, November, December, January. Yeah, I was over my 90 days, took an offer. I'll try again. Western Germany jewelry does really well, but that one I kind of missed a little bit. This is a David Anderson brooch. It's signed DA. So there's the signature on that. Sterling, nice green leaf, nice color. I thought it would sell sooner too. I listed it December 16th. It hadn't sold yet. So I took that offer and got it going down the road. Sweet Romance. Don't just put out all modern jewelry. There's some modern jewelry that sells really well. I believe I took an offer for 45. And, I think I paid $3 for this at the thrift store. It really didn't feel like much, it wasn't like super heavy quality or anything, but I saw the tag on it for Sweet Romance and it sold for $45. Here's some Trifari earrings. They're resin clip-ons. Probably could have held out for this full price. It sold the same day, and I think I took it off for 40, but they're just little resin clip-on earrings. I had $2.50, I believe, into these. They were in really nice condition though. How do you know? So, like with these, how do I know that I would have maybe never gotten another offer? I would have, because he's still pretty good. But if you get that offer, that might be the only offer you got on that whole item, and then you'll be sitting there 6 months later. Are you going to be glad you have the item, or would you rather have the money? I would rather have the money, redeployed the money, and kept going with it. That's just me. This was just a gorgeous brooch set. It was not signed. It was a nice AB finish. I listed that December 1st, so it taken it a couple months. It did have some wear on the AB finish. I did disclose that in the description, but it was still a pretty stunning set. And for an unsigned brooch set, if you can get close to $50 for it, I'm happy with it. And I didn't have very much money into that one either. This one is one of mine that, it was one of those I didn't want to try to make things fit in my store that don't. They were small, but they were nice, nice color, nice brooches, but neither one of them were super spectacular on their own. And I don't want to fit this in and call that a $25 brooch when realistically it's probably a $19 brooch. And now all of a sudden I've got a coupon or I've got an offer and it's $15 brooch. And even though I only have a couple dollars into these, I'm trying to get away from that. So I put two of them together, and now that listing is worth more. That listing has done more work for me. And for $40, that's not so bad. So that's $20 each. But I only took one of my valuable listing spots, which is really important to me and something I'm really trying to get better at. So I was happy with that. And really, that's all I have to share this week. Keep on keeping on. Keep doing what's working. If it's not working, let's figure out together why. Why is it not working? How can we fix it? And how can we do better so that it keeps getting better? Because if you're consistent with eBay, it should be fairly consistent with you. I mean, I have my downtimes too, don't get me wrong, but consistency is worth a lot. We talk about consistency a lot, reseller revenue, and we'd love to have you reseller revenue on Patreon. If you haven't liked and subscribed this channel, please do. I appreciate all of you. Till next time.